Hello, IGN. My name is Jose Otero. I'm here with Schneider.
Hey.
And we are in tears with this man, the king of some unnamed place. This is a quick rewind theater for Zelda TriForce Heroes. 5 minutes of footage was shown in an overview video in Japan. And so, Per and I, we're big Zelda fans, and we want to kind of sit here and tell you what's been revealed by this.
He's so sad. At first, when I saw this, I was excited. I'm like, wait, do they actually have voice acting in a Zelda game? But of course, this is a promotional video, and Nintendo has done this before, right?
Yeah, Japan
where they show
will
a
do
character.
that. Absolutely. Yeah. So he is sad because his daughter, who is the princess, apparently
by a witch's hand
was transformed into an embarrassing form.
That's what it says.
So at E3 we found out that the call for heroes in TriForce Heroes was that an event happens. They didn't want to tell us what it was. Now we know. That's pretty bad.
What an embarrassing form.
He stole all her style.
Yeah.
And the tears that come with that.
It's the worst thing to happen to a princess.
But this is your backstory. Just to be clear, we're not sure if what you're seeing right here, is actually animated this way in the game. For promotional videos like this, Nintendo will go out of their way to add a little bit more flair, like they'll have a narrator or something.
Yeah, but it's probably, this artwork is going to appear in the game, right? Like that
Somewhere.
stained glass kind of look for the backstory. I'm sure we'll see that, but we don't know if he's going to cry like that.
And TriForce Heroes, especially, it's taking the Link Between Worlds sort of engine and look, but it's adding a bit of a Four Swords flair to the look as well, like that animated sort of Toon Link style. And you'll see what I mean in a second. But here you're seeing what we can assume is the castle and the portal that will take you to the different stages.
The Triforce is the entrance to the stages.
Yep.
That's what it says. Yep.
Is that Sahasrarla, or is that a stand-in? So it's unclear if this is even Hyrule. I don't think it is. It's some other place probably.
We can assume that it's him, but you just never know, right?
Yeah, it's also true. And so here you just get a quick look at mechanically how this game works.
Yep.
It's a 3-player co-op game, either local play or online play. Mm-hmm. But you need 3 players to play it if you're going to play multiplayer. It has already been said this game does not support 2 players.
And if you look at the selection menu, I think it was right before this, you actually saw the 3 different ways that you can play, right? If you go right back before they enter the level, so before this, right?
Okay,
before
got it. I'll go back. Is that what you can?
No, I guess it comes later.
Yeah, I think it comes later. Yeah, you
We'll
jumped
cut
ahead
this
there.
out.
Yep, no worries. No, we'll leave it in. We're okay.
Yeah,
it's fine.
So yeah, you obviously you play with 3 players.
Right. Oh, look at that painting back there. Is that a Four Swords reference right there on the wall?
Looks like it, huh?
It looks like that. Well, reminiscent of, if it's not entirely. Like, we'd have to check it, but man, that's close. Also, look at the rupee count up there. You get rupees in the 10,000s. That's pretty interesting on the top right there on the screen. So you're gonna be a baller.
If you remember Four Swords was all about collection of as many rupees as you could, right? It was a competition factor, so those games always stressed lots. So here's the menu as the menu for the setup of the game when you go in, right? You have local play is number 1, internet play is the second, download play is the third. So there is a single cartridge multiplayer mode here.
Which is interesting. Like, I hope that applies to some part of the campaign, but we're guessing it might just be the arena. Like, we don't know.
Right.
But it's still a thing that it's just like, wait, what?
It's unlikely to be the full kind of story-based stuff. It usually has to be small snippets of info that fit into the system's RAM, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
So this is all about the power of 3 people working together.
And you can assume this is a tutorial space because it looks so flat and simple, and it feels like they're trying to teach you. Damage is indicated by the scrolling messages. Yeah. So right now it said for a second ago the green took damage.
Correct.
Yep.
And so they can't defeat him like that, right? And you can see, especially in 3D, you can see that the shrub guy is tall, and so you need to be 3 people high. This looks like the Deku Palace, huh?
Yes, it can, or even
the art style of it.
Yeah, it looks like you're referring specifically to the one in Majora's Mask, right? Yeah. Okay. Or at least similar, but you see the 3 switches, and this is how a lot of the puzzles unfold. So blue is the one who can toss red, green has to toss blue. And then everyone has to hit their switch to get out.
And it's easy to mess up when you're actually playing this game, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to accidentally be the wrong person to toss or do something. You just saw it there.
Yeah, like, look at that. Like, whoa. Like, this puzzle here and having someone on top who has to use a boomerang in order to hit that to switch off the fire, you can assume. Then you have what looks like a giant Poe. You have Link standing on top of a bookcase.
Yeah, so elevated.
Yep. So maybe that's Is that 3 totems high? You can imagine. I'm not sure.
You can't tell from that. It looked like 2, but it's
So look
it's
at the
cool.
different locations too. Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah,
it's
no,
cool.
it's cool that they used the, Link Between Worlds played around with height,
Yep.
right? And that was, obviously the Zelda games have had multi-tiers, but they really played with height puzzles,
Yep.
and this one really continues
Yep,
that.
absolutely. And so here they're telling you there are 32 stages. Now, we should break this down a little bit. Stages are divided by sub-areas, so you're not just playing one level from start to end as a stage. Like, you're it's broken up. They end in boss fights from what we can tell, at least what we've played. But you see, ice, desert, lava, plain field, some water puzzles, like what's going on up
That
there.
looks like the Zora area in kind of Link Between Worlds, Link to the Past.
Yep,
But yeah,
yep.
there's fountains springing up, and they're
Yeah,
walking
that
on
looked
top
cool.
of the fountains
Yeah.
up there.
And if you remember and you played A Link Between Worlds, you can make columns out of sand.
Yep.
So it's almost similar to that, but obviously involving water.
And with the ice, you could see it was modular, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have those hexagon ice blocks, and you can presumably make them. And
Absolutely. So this is a dungeon we saw at E3 where you're using a gust jar. This was actually one of the harder dungeons. This one here, a couple things happening here that obviously Zelda fans will pick up on. First, that Link is, on top there is using the fire glove, and he spits out a fireball. So the fireballs bounce just like they would in Mario, and they make the same sound.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yep. And then the other Link uses a hammer to knock those 2 switches down. And then just like in A Link Between Worlds, you're going to use them to sort of jump. Except here you're jumping across, not jumping up.
Yeah, and you can see the magic / kind of item meter on the left, right? The purple bar
Yes.
depletes as you do an action,
Yep.
so you can't just spam bombs, for example.
Yeah, and that's individual. You don't share that.
Yeah.
You do share hearts, just as a heads up. It's so funny
He's
to,
amazing.
to
So
cut back to him.
This is now, this section is now about the communication icon.
Yep.
That's what he announced
Okay,
so
so this is
excitedly.
how you're communicating, because there is no voice chat in this game unless you're going to do the Skype thing or the Hangouts thing.
By the way,
no,
we're
no.
in Moblin Tower right now. That's the stage.
It
It
says
displays
it
that in
right
Japanese.
over.
Yeah.
They're in the 3rd section or the 3rd level. It's hard to say.
Moblin Tower 3.
But you see totem time over there. You see thumbs up.
Yep.
No. The second one on the bottom row from the left is like the gomene, like the
Yes, the
sorry.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Top 3 say that means come here, item, and throw.
Yep.
All
All right. And if you tap the buttons with the different link faces on, so right now this is the green player link. If you tap the blue or the red sort of button, you can pan the camera over to see what that character is doing. So
Yep.
that's also a unique element and something that's cool.
That this screen also shows you what each character is wearing. So if you're playing multiplayer with people whom you don't know, it shows what outfits they have on.
Yeah.
So you may want to
Oh,
try
man.
those in the future too.
Jellies. Do you see that floating jellyfish over
Oh
there?
yeah, look at
I
that.
haven't
Oh,
seen
like
that
in
before.
Jabu Jabu, like
Yep.
in
Yeah.
Majora's Mask.
And judging from the bridges, this could be part of that Deku Palace place, but it's hard to say. Like, there's not enough here to really tell me.
Yeah.
But you see here, they're all just wearing the regular outfit.
Yep.
They're not dedicating time yet to the outfits, which are a major part of this game. But later in the video, they bring it up. So I do want to point out here that these 2 icons, and even this 3rd one, are not on the palette. So there was a hello and a
Yep.
return wave and then a let's go. I'm
Yep.
not sure if the buttons on that palette are swappable or not, or if there's more. Maybe you scroll down and see more. They don't really make it clear at this point in the video, but the rest of these icons are totally in there. I love the pom-poms, by the way.
Yeah, the pom-poms are
Yeah,
amazing.
it's really fun. You just,
Yep.
and you hear the thing. All right, so materials are a big part of how you get outfits in this game. And here, so in the demos we've played, Per, they have never shown us materials. Like,
No.
you don't pick them up while you play. I'm assuming it's after you beat the stage, you get access to materials, and you need the materials. You grind materials to basically make the outfits.
Yep. And
So
so
what
in
is
this
he picking
case, he's picking up a Tektite seal.
Okay.
So the player whoever
The guy at the
owns the screen
bottom
here.
left got something different. So let's see if
Yeah.
we could just bring this back a little bit to see if we can catch it. I don't think we'll be able to see it, though. No.
sorry, Tektite shell. I said
Oh,
seal.
Tektite shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever that is on the bottom left, the window is sort of covering it, so we cannot tell you. And that's what it's saying, just the name of the item that green player got, correct?
Yeah, those blue ones are just the backs of the Tektites, right?
Look at
Tektites are the
this.
spider jumpy creatures that
So this
know.
is not Hyrule. I'm putting the money down right now. And also, I love the 3 links in the center at the fountain. That looks great. Yes, that statue looks cool. And then you see an outfit shop here, which is probably going to be where you're taking the materials to get stuff made.
It's funny because this almost looks like a hybrid of Skyward Swords, Village kind of, and also Animal Crossing in a way. Just the crazy colors and tile sets. So.
Yeah, I love that standee, by the way. The pink outfit right here, the sort of the tunic, dress, hat combo.
And so this is Madame Teller, it's said, right? She is she deals in clothes.
And she loves cats.
She loves cats. Obviously, she also has amazing Dame Edna glasses and everything here. So you've got 3 options here. First one is order. Second one is catalog, and the last one is forget about it. It's just a cancel.
I kind of picture her. If she had a voice, she'd sound like Ethel Merman, like "Hello."
Yeah, there you go.
Like what? All right, so outfits. This is gonna be fun.
This
Whoa!
This is
that?
Well, it's a wind cutter outfit, basically. A black robe, wind cutter, black robe.
Okay, very ninja-like.
Yeah.
Just want to look one more time at like the side and the back a little bit. Get
Wow,
a little bit
fashion
of
show.
Yeah, fashion show.
But obviously this is
Fashion Week here.
This outfit gives you wind power, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Next outfit. The next outfit's awesome. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers of awesome. Like, look at that. That looks like such a what was the show with the 5 guys with the
Ultraman?
No, the sort of bird-like outfits, like the wings. Oh God, I'm forgetting it. But anyway, that looks great. I love it. Also, is his sword different? Hang on, it is.
Yeah.
That's
the
cool.
matching look, but it's still very Zelda. It has those kind of wing elements.
It's like Gatchaman or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. That is elegant.
Yeah. It also looked like Beautiful Joe or Wonderful 101.
Yes,
or something.
that's style for sure. All right, what is this called?
This is the water user's robe.
Okay, cool.
So obviously water power, right?
We saw this outfit at E3. This was one around the spin blade.
Yep.
Just putting that out there.
Yep.
But you're noticing little touches on the weapon as well. Because remember, outfits enhance certain items in the game. So like there's some that, for example, will make your bomb throwing ability, like your bombs will be more effective, things like that.
Yeah. So this one obviously all centered around the spin attack. This is my favorite, man.
Yes, right here. Oh man.
It's the Zora suit.
It looks like he got swallowed by a Zora. It's so good.
Yeah, and it goes back to the kind of classic cartoonish design from like Link to the Past, right? What the Zoras looked like there.
But
and you get
Zoras
the power.
never swim like you never swim like that in a at least a top-down Zelda game. Like look at that.
You never had that suit, man.
He's out. There's a rod over there. So this is the beginning of a dungeon from what I could tell, because you always pick up the items near the start. Yeah, and switches and stuff. But that's really cool. I guess Link swims by default then, because there's no item. Look at this Goron suit.
Yeah,
and guess what that does?
So much fun.
I like how the tummy sort of like bounces a little bit.
Yeah, initially I thought obviously you're gonna roll really fast, but that's not it.
Nope.
It's actually about being able to swim through lava.
Yeah, which was my favorite thing in Majora's Mask, that if you switched to the Goron Link, you didn't have to worry about lava as an impediment. You just moved really slow. Yep. Unfortunately, I wonder if you move slow here.
This is the spiky suit.
Amazing. Wait, let's see it from all angles.
I wonder why it's called that.
You gotta show it off. Just a little bit. Let me back it up.
So yes, if you ever wanted to dress up as a walking cactus, this is for you.
This is the one.
Oh man, this is your Halloween costume.
Oh no, you're dressing up as Happy Mask Salesman this year. Yeah. So they ask you to guess the power that it has. So my guess is that nothing can touch you. It is also probably a very strong, like it's probably an outfit. It's going to take a lot of materials.
Well, look, the likes those nasty like squeeze monsters, right? That steal your rupees and your life force. Yeah. Then it's not going to be able to grab you and squeeze you in that outfit. Yeah, obviously,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
You are spiky.
So this is Arena, which we learned about at E3. It's a versus mode where you can battle other links. Outfits and materials really matter here as well.
What do you think of the status overlays? Like when you go back, it seemed really distracting to me. Like it said,
like telling you messages, all that.
Yeah, and it's like it says blue took damage. Red,
in Arena this
damage.
might not be necessary. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think here maybe you don't need to know, because it seems like the arenas are also like contained. Like you can pretty much see almost every corner of this map you're on right now. So that's an interesting point.
It's a little much. It says blue is down, so like I can. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
We'll see. I'm sure Nintendo's smart about this stuff. They usually let you customize.
They don't put them
yeah.
all in the same place too, like the messages are in different positions. So I think that helps a little bit.
This, by the way, this shows your wins, and the second line is the downs.
Okay.
So blue player has won 9 times and was down 2.
Okay, got it. Or took 9 hearts. Is that it?
Well, yeah, took the
he took
the
away
wins
9
like
hearts.
the slashes.
Yeah, got it.
The slashes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is single player, which we learned about at E3 as well. And you see here, you manipulate dolls to get through the environment. So basically, think of Four Swords if you played that single player. It was similar, but you can line up those links behind you. These, it looks like you're going to have to bounce between them a lot, which can make some of these dungeons feel a little... Like, I wonder, do they automatically follow you? Like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, in Four Swords, you had that one button where you could gather them all
exactly.
and they follow you. I'm sure they're doing this. They called in the Japanese version, they called Manebito, so they're like copycat people, basically.
Oh, got it. So then here is a boss which we recall from A Link Between Worlds. I don't know if we fought this guy at E3. I don't remember fighting him at E3.
I fought this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So these fire rods are very Mario, by the way. But you see him sort of summoning the water so that they can make small bridges. This one I like too, kind of tilting that platform. And then lastly here in the desert, putting in the statue and working together.
And the hook shot. Oh no! It says blue, green, red fell.
Yeah, and then these guys are like, "I'm sorry, no." Yeah, but the whole team loses heart, so you really do have to work together. Here you have a look at a water dungeon.
Look at that! Did you see that?
They're all riding.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Zelda has a long history of
there?
having, stone blocks and creatures that you can control,
Absolutely.
right? Not creatures, but like totems.
Yep.
So this one you can ride them. You've got mine cards.
What?
And chicken flight. Can't have a Zelda game without chicken flying, right?
You can't have a Zelda game without chicken flight. And then here you got to look at a boss that we haven't, at least we haven't seen something like this.
One, no.
Oh man, the camera's also panned much differently here. Like it's not overhead.
Yeah.
Right there. Like that's
lowered,
yeah
much
right. Lower. Yeah, I did not expect that at all.
That's because this boss, of course, goes into the back caves.
Yeah, those caves.
And comes out, so you need to be able to see it. Whereas like the one we saw earlier with the eyeball on top, it's all about vertical play. You got to get to the eyeball by being tall.
Maybe
basically.
The camera will shift back up during this fight when he decides to sort of go tall.
Oh, yeah.
Which I hope that doesn't become too much of a gimmick, but that's cool.
That was awesome. So there you had an example of something where one player alone cannot make a difference. You had to have the guy with the bomb power throw the bomb, and then the other guy literally blow it across.
Now the items, for clarity too, folks, when you pick a level, they show you what items are in there, so you kind of then decide what outfits to take. And this trailer is not doing a great job of showing too many of the outfits, but I think it's just Nintendo trying to keep this under wraps.
But you can't. By the way, you cannot say, "Hey, everybody's taking bombs." There's a limit, right? Like each person has to get
can take the bomb unless there are 3 bomb items. Only one person's taking it. Yeah, the sadness. The king is just destroyed. But this is coming out here in October. I believe it's the 23rd or the 24th. It's a huge deal. Zelda TriForce Heroes. Definitely check it out. And for more Zelda coverage, you are already in the right place. IGN.